Aujourd'hui, derrière les grilles plane le mystère. Mais au départ, le but de Prince était clair.
Prince's problem was different than Michael. Prince's was, I want to put out more music. I'm determined that I want to put out more music, more than the one album a year that I was putting out. I write music all the time, and I want the freedom to do that. Warner Brothers doesn't want to put out more music. They think the way the industry is set up, it's an album, a single, a tour. And that led him to all of the things that happened. He changed his name from Prince to Symbol. He wrote Slave on his cheek. He became increasingly weird to everyone else because he seemed like he was rebelling against something that was working.
The idea of having a Paisley Park was probably there from day one. These financial rewards of Purple Rain afforded him the opportunity to actually design and build it, perhaps even a grander scale than he had initially envisioned. Who knows? You know, it very much was his little Xanadu. The fact that he was this kind of Citizen Kane character and personality just exacerbated that desire.
He died without knowing forgiveness, and now she is sad.
The original idea was that Paisley could be rented out to filmmakers, to videographers, to recording artists. But it became pretty apparent from the beginning that Prince really didn't like the idea of outside projects using his facilities. And it finally got to the point where he just said, you know what, the hell with that. No outsiders. This is my place, my house. I don't even want them in here.
Love come in a hurry.
Prince is not someone who chooses to mix casually on a social basis with the world at large. The downside of having this kind of weird image that both he and Michael Jackson have fostered for themselves is you run the risk of creating kind of like a Frankenstein that turns, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Michael's self-prophecy that, I'm a very strange, unusual person was born of the fact that he felt that he wasn't very strange or unusual. In fact, he felt personally and secretly very inferior to everybody. So what he did was he created this other version of Michael Jackson. Eventually, though, what's interesting is that he did become that person.
The joke was more or less, who's crazier, Prince or Michael Jackson? And Prince seemed way crazier than Michael Jackson did at one point. But the funny thing is, they're both Jehovah's Witnesses. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. But Michael was a Jehovah's Witness growing up. Prince became a Jehovah's Witness. So I'm not quite sure the significance of that artistically for both of them. But that is a weird connection that they both would have the same religion.